Morning today, I'm going to cover one of my favorite actors of all times. His name was Kurt Jurgens. He was famous for an absolutely wonderful movie about him being a captain of a submarine, and him and Robert Mitchum fought it out during World War II. He also played in a movie called The End of the Sixth Happiness, where he played the love of a lady who saved hundreds of children's lives, played by Ingrid Bergman. And he was a German actor who was very bilingual, and his near-death experience was a very negative one, where he claimed he went to hell. Now, he had had a heart attack, and while they were trying to replace part of his valve, his heart stopped. Now, it took the doctor about an hour to replace the part, but this is his own words. Soon I had a feeling life was ebbing from me. I felt a powerful sensation, a dread. I had been looking into the big glass cupula over the operating room. The cupula now began to change. Suddenly it turned to a glowing red, and I saw twisted faces grimacing as they stared down at me. I tried to struggle upright and defend myself against these ghosts who were moving closer to me. Then it seemed as if the glass cupola had turned into a transparent dome that was slowly sinking down over me. A fiery rain was now falling, but though the drops were enormous, none of them touched me. They spattered down around me, and out of them grew menacing tongues of flame licking up around me. I could no longer shut out the frightening truth. Beyond the faces dominating this fiery world were the faces of the damned. I had a feeling of despair. The sensational horror was so great, it choked me. Obviously, I was in hell itself, and the glowing tongues of fire could be reaching me any minute now. This situation, the black silhouette of a human being, suddenly materialized and began to draw me near. It was a woman in a black veil, a slender woman with a lipless mouth, and in her eyes an expression that sent icy shudders down my back. She stretched out her arms toward me, and pulled by an irresistible force, I followed her. An icy breath touched me, and I came into a world that was filled with faint sounds and lamentation, though there were no people in sight. Then and there, I asked the figure to tell me who she was, and she said, "I am death." I summoned all my strength and thought, "I'll not follow you anymore, but I want to leave." And that is his words. Scary, can you imagine? But this is a man's own words of his trip to hell.